we are huge Jenna Ortega fans.
Yeah.
Since we saw her in The Babysitter Killer Queen.
Oh, babe. Just kidding.
What?
Because we said it, Killer Queen.
Oh. Okay, Ned.
That's why I said it.
Hey Ghoulsters, welcome back to the Ghoulmates. I am so happy to be back in action as Mandy Spooks. Alright, so if you saw our previous video, you know that this is the vlog for us going to see Scream at a drive-in theater. Say hello!
Hello! Did you get all your word vomit out?
In my last video? Probably not. But actually, I'm so glad you asked because I feel like I did not what is the word? Stress this enough in the last video. But so I just want to make sure we're clear that I understand it looks like we're coming back to full consistency right now because we have like 3 videos lined up. But please don't expect that to be the norm. It's something we didn't really highlight. I think there's probably going to be spurts where we're super active and then we disappear again. But that's okay. Just know that I promise we'll never fully disappear forever.
Right.
Without telling you guys.
Gotcha. But yeah, we are dealing with the whole COVID thing and we wanted to see Scream. And I was like, hey, maybe we should go watch it at a movie theater or drive-in movie theater. And she's like, that's a great idea. So we're on our way. Very excited. We don't have anybody hiding back there. I don't know if...
I hope not.
Any older generations remember hiding people in their cars in drive-in movie theaters. Like that was a thing to do back in the day. Nobody hiding in there, but we're excited.
Yeah, we're super excited. We actually, oh my gosh. So I don't even know if some of you in the UK, because I know some of our girls are out there. Well, we have a lot of international viewers now, which is crazy. But if you don't know a drive-in theater, I would think maybe you do, but if you don't, and it's an American thing, let me know in the comments if it's an American thing. It used to be a trend back in the day and died down, but now because of COVID, it's had its
resurgence.
It's resurgence a lot like the QR code, which is another thing I could do a video on. Oh my God, you guys, I'm gonna nerd out on you so hard. But anyway, so the drive-in theater is basically you drive up and you stay in your car to watch the movies, and it's a much less fancier screen, but it's a really cool Grease style experience. And we came, so we're going to Westwind Movie Market, I think. And it's in Glendale, Arizona. So it's pretty far for us, and we came for the first time before COVID when we first moved out here. So we're really excited to be back to watch Scream because I think it's going to be a very spooky experience. Excuse my weird face. So we ran late because we took too long to set up the cameras, and now we were too early to be let in to the screening. So we decided to come to Sonic to get our drinks for the movie, which is one of the perks. I don't think I mentioned that. If you guys aren't familiar, you can take anything you want to eat inside of the drive-in theaters.
Can you? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Well, I know. Well, back in the day, they didn't let you do that.
Oh. What did you think we were going to do? Just sneak the food if we got something?
Well, yeah, that's how we used to do it back in the day.
No, they let you take what you want inside. But we didn't do that because we really wanted to just have normal concessions and also share the experience with you guys. Yeah. But since we had to wait, we figured we'd come get really good drinks at Sonic first.
True.
So yeah, that's gonna explain why we have Sonic once we get to the showing.
I did order myself a little snack because I'm a baby and I need to eat. So yeah.
And she's coming, so gotta go. BRB. All right, we're finally in the theater, quotation in. Sing 2 is playing over there. We're looking for our screen, which is going to be number 6. Spider-Man's showing over there. Oh my gosh, don't flag us. And then over here is where all the concessions are. I don't even know if you guys are going to get to see this footage or not because it's pretty dark and terrible. So we'll be going over there for some popcorn in a little bit. So we just got here and I'm upset that we didn't think to bring blankets so we could have watched the movie from the truck of the bed. I mean, the bed of the truck. Sorry. And now I'm getting worried because we had to park super close to the screen because it's little. And I'm like, this is gonna be a really spooky walk if I have to come pee in the middle of screen.
You're gonna be all right. I'm gonna protect you.
Okay, so I'm not sure how much we'll be able to record in there, but it's pretty cool because it reminds me a lot of like the theaters before like movie going became really popular again with like AMC and Harkins and stuff. So yeah, let's check out the concessions, my favorite part.
I'll be right there.
Can we get a large popcorn, please? Yeah. Would you like butter? Yes, please.
When's the last time you had theater popcorn?
It's been a hot minute because I didn't have any for Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right.
And then can we get a tray too, please?
A tray? They'll be right there.
Oh, sorry. I haven't been here in a while.
Thank you. You too. Oh, the chicken strips are right here too.
Yeah. So you want two?
Yeah, 2 hot dogs. So we got some Rice Krispie treats right here. They look pretty good. And then some Takis. Taki.
Roomba.
So what are you expecting from the movie? Do you think it's going to be scary?
No, I don't think it's gonna be scary. I accidentally stumbled on a spoiler that I'm very upset about, that I found out, but then also it made me more like, I can't believe I didn't freaking watch the movie sooner. So yeah, I'm excited though.
Me too. What are you gonna get?
My weakness.
Oh my god!
It has all the flavors. I've been so good for the past few weeks.
You have been. Can you get me some M&Ms, please?
These?
Yes. Those are like my favorite.
I know it seems like this is all we do on this channel, but I swear we haven't eaten like this since Halloween.
Yeah, we haven't. Need to get my fix.
Alright guys, we finished the movie. That was probably a super weird cut. We are gonna get into a review and probably include some spoilers, so I'll give you a heads up when you should stop watching if you don't want spoilers. Alright, so did you like the movie?
I liked where it was going, and I had my hopes for something specific.
Me too.
But it didn't really pan out. It was okay. Like it's still fun to watch. Like I would recommend watching it, but it just, I had like in movies like this, I'm always like, I have theories of like who the killer is, and I was certain that I was correct, and I was gonna be like, that's awesome, but it didn't work out that way. So it was good though.
Okay, before we get into the spoilers, I want to kind of talk on the drive-in experience. We sat in the second, or we parked in the second row, I think. And I'm not gonna lie, I am so happy that Omicron did not exist when Halloween Kills came out. Like it's a very fun, cozy experience, and we're already planning to come back next week probably. Right. But it was so hard to see because like, as it is, horror movies are shot darker, and then with like the projection screen outside, also with the window between it, was just like really difficult to see some scenes.
Yeah, because there's like a lot of light pollution, and then you have like our screen wouldn't want to turn off, so
in the car
that was messing up like our vision, because your vision is your eyes are adjusting to the brightness in here instead of out there, so it makes it hard. So you need to make it as dark as possible. But yeah, it was kind of hard, but I think next time we're gonna try to sit closer.
And in the bed of the truck.
So
yeah, maybe, I don't know if we'll be vlogging about that or not, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, if it's a spooky movie, we should.
Or not. It doesn't matter what we watch. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. Possibly if we feel like shooting that day.
Yeah, true.
We're not making promises anymore. But yeah, that was my only thing. There were parts where I don't know, this was something during our, I feel like I have to tell you guys like everything that happened in our break because you guys just know everything, you know? So something I took on over the break was that I'm like kind of into Ariana Grande again lately. And if any of you are fans or not, you should look up videos of her squinting because she can't see either. And I felt like Ariana the whole time. I was literally like this in some parts. I don't know if the camera's catching that, but I was like this.
Yeah.
And then when Dewey was texting, I wanted to pull out like a magnifying glass, like,
Yeah,
what does that say?
You're like, what did he write? I was like, I don't know. I'm like at the same distance you are and I have glasses.
Yeah. So I don't know what Dewey texted Gail.
Yeah, something.
But yeah, so that was that. And now getting into the spoilers. So spoiler alerts, if you haven't seen the movie, don't want to know what happens, stop watching now.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna tell you guys, we thought, so backtracking a little, we are huge Jenna Ortega fans.
Yeah.
Since we saw her in The Babysitter Killer Queen, the sequel to Babysitter.
Oh, babe. Just kidding. Because we said it, Killer Queen.
Okay, Ned.
That's why I said it. I think next time we do that, we need to say, "Aw, babe."
Everything's coming out in one video. It's weird.
Okay.
So yeah, we're huge Jenna Ortega fans, and we thought that she was gonna get killed off at the very beginning, like every Scream movie. And then I saw a spoiler on Facebook that said something about how she's gonna change the franchise, and my head went to she's gonna be the killer. And then I asked our familiar, and I was like, oh my god, is Jenna Ortega not killed off at the beginning? And he's like, well, do you really want me to ruin that for you? And I was like, I don't care, I missed premiere week. Like, I feel like not Mandy Spooks, I should be knowing these things. And I told Rudy, I was like, oh my god, I think she's the killer. So we made it a priority to come this weekend because we wanted to see Jenna Ortega shine, and we thought she was gonna be Ghostface. So I think that's why we're disappointed, because the whole movie we kept like trying to think like what would happen to make her Ghostface.
I'm not a huge Scream fan.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
So do they have, so there's a kill at the beginning of each one? Yeah, there is, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because is that how she changed the franchise, that she didn't die?
Well, I didn't read the article because I didn't want more spoilers.
Oh, okay.
But the title implied that her character was taking part in like changing the franchise somehow.
Oh, okay.
So I thought she was going to be one of the killers or something. And your theory was pretty cool.
Yeah, my theory would have changed everything.
Yeah. I know you're driving. You want me to just explain it?
I can explain the theory. So when we were watching the movie, the main character, like her father is Loomis. What's his name?
Oh my God, Brian
Loomis.
No.
Darius Loomis.
Darius Rucker.
Well, she's the daughter of the first killer from the first movie. Billy Loomis. Jesus. So I thought, and the main character, she kind of blurts it out like, this is my real dad, and her stepdad hears it, but he doesn't know that that's his stepdaughter. And then he leaves, and then like Jenna Ortega's character is by herself to grow up like lonely and stuff. So I thought that Jenna Ortega's character was gonna go find her dad that left,
I think you need to change lanes.
and I thought that they were gonna like be the ones to start killing off people and trap the Loomis sister.
Yeah,
And I was like, dang, that'd have been awesome, but that's not what happened. So I was like, nah. So I thought, because you had mentioned she was gonna change the franchise, I was like, she's gonna be the fucking killer, and it's gonna be awesome. But it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, I was still like at the end waiting for her to like kill the sister in the ambulance truck. Ambulance truck. Ambulance.
In the ambulance.
So yeah,
because like you also,
that could still happen.
Yeah, because like the mom, like she's supposed to be in London, and I told Mandy, I was like, the mom is dead, because you don't really actually hear from the mom.
Yeah.
So it was
true.
like I was like, Jenna Ortega's character killed the mom.
Oh.
And now like her and the dad are going off and killing everybody. That would have been so badass.
Which could still happen.
It could still
they
happen.
did not confirm what happened inside of the ambulance at the end.
That's true.
So yeah, can I just say I haven't heard you call me Mandy in a really long time.
I know. Lately it's been Amanda.
Amanda.
No, I've been calling you Dollface too.
Oh yeah, we started watching Dollface, guys.
Then I started calling her Dollface. Yes.
What else? I guess yeah, we're not huge Scream fans. I was excited when the trailer came out. I am a little upset that they gave away Dewey's kill. So obviously in the trailer with Gail's reaction, like everybody knew when you saw Gail's reaction in the trailer that Dewey was gonna die.
Yeah.
It did hurt a little though when it happened. I was just like, oh, even though I knew it was coming, it was really sad. The killer at the end, the girl, was super annoying, and I'm so freaking glad that she died the way she did.
Yeah.
Like, she deserved that. She had it coming.
Yeah, if you don't know, the two killers, they're these two characters that are obsessed with the movie Stab, and they didn't like part 8 Stab, because there's a part 8 apparently in the Scream universe, so they wanted to, like, you know, get the series back on track, so they, you know, trapped Cindy and killed some other characters, and I was just like, okay, I guess. I mean, it wasn't bad, like the whole movie's still good, but the killers were just kind of like whatever. Like,
Just want, yeah.
I think Jenna Ortega and her dad getting revenge would have been awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully that's still like a plot twist coming up or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Or, I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if it's because we didn't see it in a theater, but it just kind of didn't feel necessary anymore.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which,
you know what? I was like that too with The Matrix recently, the one from HBO Max. Like, honestly, it felt like the same thing. Like, they're like in The Matrix, was it Resurrections or whatever? They're poking fun of the Matrix series, just like in this movie. And I was like, why even make this movie? Like, you don't need to make it. But it was still cool seeing like the characters on screen again. But I didn't think it was really necessary.
Yeah, it was overall, I think it was done well. I thought the Billy thing was really cool. The way you would see Billy in the girls' reflections. Like, that was really cool. And I honestly do agree. Here's the thing I kind of want to get at. I think it just comes down to like what your favorite franchise is, because I know for a fact, like, The Familiar, he is obsessed with Scream. Like, Ghostface is his number one, and he loved the movie. I think he's a bit of a harsher critic than we are most of the time, and he said he loved it, but he wasn't a fan of Halloween Kills, and we loved Halloween Kills, but that's my franchise. That's not Rudy's franchise. His is Friday the 13th. So I definitely give credit where credit's due. Like, they did a really good job of including diversity without it being like overly done or forced. Like, I loved seeing the Latinas in there. We had like a lot of people of color. I think you mentioned there might have been an LGBTQ plus member. I think his name is Jamie Kennedy's character in the first one. There's a girl that's the know-it-all. I think she was gay because she was making out with the girl. Dang, I don't remember
at the party. But yeah, but she survived it. And it's funny because the scene where Jamie Kennedy's character is like, "Look behind you," you know, it happens to her too.
Yes.
But she's wearing also the same color scheme if you're watching the movie. She has like a green shirt, brown pants, just like Jamie Kennedy's character in that scene. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and she was annoying at first, but I started to like her, and then I was like, dang it, I didn't want her to die.
Yeah, like her, I thought she was the killer early on. And then early on I thought it was Jenna Ortega, even though you saw her getting like killed, like right away, she's a killer.
Yeah.
When I heard that she was alive, that's when I knew that she was a killer. And then I thought. And then I thought that the girl with the crazy hair that's the know-it-all, I thought she was a killer too. But like, those were the only two that I thought that were the killers the whole time.
Yeah.
I also had this crazy theory that it was Dewey and Gail.
That would have been really cool.
That would have been like,
that's something we would
mind blowing. Yeah.
We wouldn't kill. Just say.
But yeah, that is something we would do just to keep it spicy.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy would it have been, like, the way they kept the spice in their relationship alive was to go and kill
The
teens.
spook. Keeping the spook
Yeah.
alive.
That would have been like so epic,
Yeah.
so crazy. It just might work.
I'm wondering, does this show you how much is left? Okay, we have 9 minutes left, guys. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get into it when dealing with like not being able to see and the sound wasn't as good.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting into it. I think after maybe like a quarter into it was when I was just like this, like in the front of the truck because I couldn't see anything.
I was really into. I think like just like the whole vibe. I was really excited for it, and I was really into the movie too.
Yeah.
Like even the house, like when you realize where they end up at the end, it's like, oh shit, it's the.
Yeah, that was
original
really
house.
cool. And I thought it was funny because Rudy was like super antsy at the beginning. Like he kept like messing with like the lighting inside the truck. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Bless you. I kept on messing with it because I knew that was gonna happen. Like, it was so bright in here, it's gonna mess with your eyes, and you need your eyes to adjust to the darkness.
Yeah, I know, but I could just feel your like I know you, I'm your wife.
I was really
And
excited.
he kept like messing with everything, and I was just like, oh my god, he's not gonna pay attention to the movie. And then the movie hit a certain point, and he was just like silent. I was like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? You were like being like insane, and then he just like shut down.
I was really into it. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was also like, and the thing about the Scream movies, they always have other horror references, and I always try to pick up on all of them.
Yeah.
And it was just funny and stuff. What was the one? Carpenter. Yeah.
Sabrina.
Was Sabrina Carpenter?
Was it something as Carpenter?
Yeah, Samantha Carpenter. or something.
Samantha, yes.
And I was like, Carpenter, ha ha ha. And I looked at you and you're like, what do you mean? I was like, John Carpenter. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot of forced
A lot of Easter eggs.
callbacks.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, we have. It's been so long. I forgot. It's time for. It's freaking bats.
Freaking bats.
All right. How many bats would you give this?
Out of 5?
Yes.
I would give it 4 out of 5 bats.
Okay.
I think you'll go either way. I would go see it in the theater. I would go see it in a drive-in theater because it gave like that nostalgic vibe. Because I grew up when they were super popular, so it just kind of took me back. Or you can watch it at home. If it's I don't even know if you can rent it, but I mean, it's worth it. I would go see it. Yeah, it's a good popcorn movie.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna give it 3 bats.
Hey.
Oscar's gonna like throw his popcorn at me when he sees this. I don't know. I guess I really loved the first Scream.
Yeah.
Like I loved it. I understood why Oscar was like so in love with Ghostface. Like he is a charismatic guy, Billy was a charismatic guy, and I've just always felt like ever since that first one, it's never been like the same. Like that first one really takes you on you're curious, like who is he? He's like charismatic and sexy, but he's not. And so I don't know, I just always thought the first one was amazing, and I guess that's like this is the only situation where I'm like one was enough for me.
Right.
I can admit the things that were done well with it, but I also don't feel the way I feel with Halloween Kills, where I'm like, I am so ready to see what's gonna happen in the next one. I need to know, like, how is this gonna go down? Like, I'm fine if they don't do the sequel, the next one. Like, it is what it is.
You know, it's funny because when the first Scream came out, I hated it because I grew up watching all the original slashers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Halloween, and then this came out, and it kind of came out when I was like in high school, middle school, I think.
Yeah.
So like everybody loved it. It was their slasher, their generation or whatever. And I don't know, maybe because I wasn't like one to follow the crowd.
Yeah.
And that's maybe why I didn't like it. And I just never liked it. But I did kind of enjoy this one because I wasn't kind of viewing it from the eyes of myself when I was 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
I was watching it as an adult and just seeing like these characters from when I grew up. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think something I will say, every time I watch a Scream movie, this I know you've always said like a good horror character has like no reason, they just kill. But I think for me, the Scream kills have always hurt the worst, like watching, because your brain comprehends that it's not like this killing machine like Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees. It's like human people who are like terrible people, and like seeing them stab people they know repeatedly like just hits differently than when it's like a serial killer you've like loved your whole life, like Michael Myers. Like that's what he does, he kills people. But I think when you watch Scream, it's like more humanized, and I think that's kind of what makes it like uglier to watch, for me at least.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because like the slashers I'm used to, they're just more like forces of nature.
Yeah.
They just come through and destroy everything, and that's it. There's no motivation really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see how they're like real people that have like agendas or feelings about what they're doing to these people.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yes, and it could be someone you know. Like, I get that's how any murder could be, but I think it's different from like someone who they just kill to kill. Like, there's no reason behind it. Like, okay, well, that's not so scary, but like real people with real motive is scarier, in my opinion. I called it. I knew we were gonna run out of time. I think what I was saying was, if you saw the movie, let us know in the comments down below how many bats you would give it. Literally, this was all we needed.
Yeah, pretty much.
So until next time, we're sending you ghouls and kisses.
Bye.